Fresh out of training camp, running backs have shown resistance across various teams in the league, and now that it's preseason, this is still a topic of discussion. And with that, here are the top 5 to 6 running backs in the league today based on salary. So number 1, we're going to have Christian McCaffrey getting paid $16 million, plays on the 49ers, is going to be a starter based on Elijah Mitchell's injury during training camp and whether he can stay healthy during the regular season. Then we have number 2, Alvin Kamara, who plays for the New Orleans Saints. He's getting paid $15 million, but he was suspended for 3 games after the Las Vegas club fight. We then have number 3, Derrick Henry for the Tennessee Titans, getting paid $12.5 million. He's one of those running backs where he's very unproblematic on and off the field, and basically he puts it out on the field and really has no problems. Number 4, Nick Chubb is in the same boat. He is getting paid $12.2 million on the Cleveland Browns. Then number 5, we have Aaron Jones getting paid $11.5 million on the Green Bay Packers. Last but not least, we have Saquon Barkley. Now, he was holding out during the training camp on the Giants, and he just signed a deal worth $10.1 million. The average for these running backs is about $12.1 million. So with that, there's others around the league just like Saquon, 2 in particular that we're going to be talking about today. So the 2 running backs we're going to be talking about today is Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor. Josh Jacobs, the running back for the Las Vegas Raiders, threatened to not play regular season games due to not getting paid what he feels like he's worth. Then there's Jonathan Taylor, who really wants a better deal with the Colts, all while Kenyon Drake was signed by the Colts, and the owner of the team was really making nonchalant and disrespectful remarks towards him because he's holding out. And with that being said, we have some questions here today. So, were the holdouts really worth it during training camp?
Truthfully, I would say no, and that's just because none of the holdouts so far has resulted in any of the running backs gaining a new contract. So, for me, in my opinion, I would say no as of right now.
Besides Saquon.
Yeah, I mean, Saquon more so resulted in a kind of like a fake franchise tag, in my opinion. But Saquon did get a new contract, but it's still not the contract that he was seeking.
Right. Like, he still probably didn't get paid what he's worth.
No, Saquon didn't.
Like, compared to everyone else?
Yeah.
In the top 5? But do you think he's like a top 5 running back?
Definitely. Yeah, I believe he is.
Yeah. So, with the top 5 running backs in the league today, they do average about $10.1 billion in deals. So, how does them holding out really affect their reputation and their willingness to like cooperate with other teams if they were to like get a deal like Josh Jacobs? He was looking at the Broncos and the Chiefs maybe offering him a deal, but that's still up for grabs.
I don't believe that them holding out affects their reputation to cooperate. I mean, anybody is going to sit here, and we've seen it done with quarterbacks, and other players too, hold out in training camp until they're able to get paid what they believe they're worth. I don't believe that it hinders or, diminishes their reputation at all. I just believe that it's something that we've seen in the past with players in the NFL holding out and just waiting until they get that contract they believe that they deserve.
Yeah, but also like with that, they could hold out too long and then miss their opportunities, and they're just not playing at all for like a good while.
It's true.
Or even a season.
It's true. I believe it's similar to what we've seen with Le'Veon Bell in the past.
Yeah.
He held out until he got a contract, but it wasn't the contract that he thought he was going to get either.
Right. So basically, you had to settle. So it's like,
yeah.
if you wait too long, then you're just in the same position as if you were holding out in the beginning.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. So I do think it affects their reputation, you know, in the long run. Because other teams see that and they're like, oh, yeah, you're not cooperative. Like, you're not taking what you can get now. Like, some teams are more lenient with giving you wiggle room.
Yeah, I mean, we know how the NFL works. We know how the NFL operates, so it's ultimately...
They're really out for themselves with ego.
Yeah, a lot of the owners are that way. So I don't feel like it, tarnishes their reputation amongst players or maybe even coaches, but I do feel like the owners, certain owners, will look at them a certain kind of way after holding out. But I still don't think that it just diminishes their reputation that much.
But like also with Saquon, I feel like, yeah, he did hold out for training camp. Did that really tarnish his reputation any?
No.
Like, because he did have injuries before, so maybe they were taking that into consideration. You know?
I can see that.
Overall, I think running backs holding out during training camp and preseason, and potentially in regular season games, is worth it. Because mainly it's all about the money at the end of the day, how much they're getting paid, and at the end of the Super Bowl they get bonuses, so it's about the ring and the money. So I feel like it is deserving and it's worth it for them.
Yeah, I just feel like as of right now it hasn't really shown to do anything, but that doesn't mean that it can't change over time. So I mean, they can continue to hold out. Hopefully they get the money that they seeking, the contracts that they seeking. I think is more so running backs are looking for like long-term financial security, because they do a lot. So yeah. I think that that's really the thing that they're looking for, is just like long-term financial security.
Yeah, because they're the ones getting beat up. They're the ones, running into the action of everything, really. So they're basically putting their, career on, they're putting their career on the forefront of just possibly getting injured.
Yeah, I mean, I believe only time will tell. So